Really, the only thing I know about Tennessee is that they have the second largest stadium and we have the third largest stadium. So I know it's going to be a huge game for both teams. Really is, Tennessee, they're orange. I love their field with the checkers in the end zone. That's really all I know about Tennessee and the song they play after every time they score or every time they do anything good.
It's just going to be fun, to play against them. It's a different type of defense than we're used to seeing, with a lot more speed on the outside, a lot more speed with the linebackers. So just to be able to, prepare for that and play against that, it's going to be a lot different than we're used to. But we're going to go in ready to play.
I think it's going to be very exciting. It's a chance to play like a team that we usually wouldn't get matched up against. I think this is only the 5th meeting, so it'd be nice to be part of that.
I just know about Rocky Top. That's about all I know about Tennessee.
Great football, great fans, tradition. They have a great coach and great players. We got to be ready to play.
They play in the SEC conference, have a lot of speed. I can recall last year going down and playing Florida State and remembering a couple of them guys chattering, "Welcome to the South, welcome to the South."
Hey, you worried about Penn State, homeboy? Welcome to the South.
And we're just excited to go down there and play football and show the rest of the nation that we're supposed to be on the top.
In Neyland Stadium, I took a visit down there when I was getting recruited. They're pretty crazy, with that little Rocky Top song or whatever they sing down there. They got a lot of tradition like we do. And, the orange and the white, it looks pretty crazy, in the crowd seeing all that. So, it's going to be a nice matchup with the fans. I think ours will win, though, as usual.
A great school, I was fortunate to take a visit there, meet some of their staff, know that they're going to have their team ready. It's a great, in the SEC, that's a great conference, just like the Big Ten, so it's going to be a battle.
You open that up! You open that up,
Yeah, I think about 2-3 years ago, they snatched everybody out of Virginia, so, they got some Virginia kids, so that means they're going to be good. But they're a good program, top-notch program. I always see them, got their little Rocky Top song, got the little dog, It's a program that's been on for a long time, always successful, got a good player, so it's definitely going to be a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it because this is what college football is all about, playing the teams that you used to watch as a kid and, lining up and seeing the T on their helmet, just as last year when we lined up and I saw the little Tomahawks and got to see the little Florida State chant. It's just a lot of fun, and just for you to be able to play teams that you never thought you were going to play and teams that you watched as a kid, that's what it's all about. So definitely be a challenging game, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Should be the last play of the game. Down the middle, it's caught. They flip it back to Bryant. Bryant flips it back to Taylor, flips it back to Painter, and he fumbles the ball. It's loose in the turf. Keller goes after it, picks it up, flips it over his shoulder. It's a scramble on the field. It's picked up by Orton, who's tackled by Posluszny, who flips it back to Standerford, and it's still loose in the field. Taylor back at the 35-yard line. Taylor breaks a tackle to the 40. Taylor now flips it back to Standerford, throws it across the field, picked off by Gaines, 35-30. Gaines tackled at the 25-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
That's the best play-by-play I have ever heard.
Go, play. Get out. Ready, set. Here we go. Play low. On the back. Go, cut. Back.
Tennessee is a balanced team, but there's no question Eric Ainge is the trigger man for everything they do. Ainge is the kind of guy that when he's on a roll, Tennessee's offense is on a roll. This year when Tennessee won, Ainge completed 65% of his passes, but when Tennessee lost, he completed only 44% of his passes. And when you look at the Tennessee offense overall, they can balance it with a LaMarcus Coker. They're a team that also will move the tight end around. They'll set him up as a wing back, bring a fullback in and an eye, put a fullback in a wing here, and sometimes inside the 20-yard line, they'll go with 4 wide receivers. It's an efficient, balanced offense, but there's no question they cannot achieve balance unless Eric Ainge is at the helm, and he's a pure drop-back quarterback. He won't get out of the pocket all that often until Penn State chases him. Some key matchups for the Penn State defense against this offense of Tennessee. Number one, when Eric Ainge goes back to pass, he quickly looks for Robert Meacham, number 3, as wide receiver. A lot of times you'll see Meacham up against Justin King. And you can only recall maybe a handful of times all season that King was beaten.
Intercepted by Justin King.
Meacham will be an interesting matchup because King's about 6'1", Meacham's 6'3", good speed, and they also like to throw the lob. They also like to get the ball out to him in such a way where they can put it over coverage and get it to him where he can reach up and catch the ball. They're also not afraid to take Meacham and drag him across the middle of the field. One thing I noticed in the Kentucky tape is that Ainge, the first 5 passes he completed were to 5 different receivers. He used the running back Coker coming out of the backfield. He used the tight end at times, bringing him across the formation and then swinging him out here. And also they took him across the middle. Coker has the ability to not only run to the outside, but he also has the ability to run between the tackles, which is impressive for a tailback, and sometimes they'll go with a fullback here. That'll put a lot of pressure, obviously, on Posluszny, Connor, and Sean Lee. But the ability of Lee, Connor, and Posluszny to cover the tight end and also to cover this back Coker, along with Justin King against Meacham, key matchups for Penn State, especially if this front can put pressure on Ainge, because Ainge is not a mobile quarterback. The guy that'd have to be at the front, Sears, tough guy to beat both running and passing. But if Penn State can get pressure from the outside and close Ainge down, they should be able to get to him. One thing about Ainge, Kentucky blitzed him and had him on his back heels almost the entire game.